windstorm that devastated a busy street, to a terrifying flash flood in Ecuador that left the capital city underwater, and 2 unlucky voters who found themselves caught in a powerful tornado. From a powerful typhoon in coastal China that caused billions of dollars worth of damage, and a seemingly endless landslide in Argentina that almost swallowed a group of hikers. Some people were slow to react and got trapped in the water. Thankfully, they found rocks sturdy enough to hold them without getting swept away. They were able to wait out the flood, while others downstream had to be rescued via helicopter. Located in the Andes Mountains, the park draws adventurers and thrill seekers of all shapes and sizes. They can go skiing, climbing, and hiking through the stunning mountains. They just have to watch out for freak landslides. On January 24th of 2016, a group of hikers was crossing a steady stream when their guide heard something in the distance. It sounded like an airplane passing overhead, but the sky was empty. He knew exactly what that sound meant and ordered everyone to run away. Trees, planks, slats, branches, you name it. It was like a beaver dam full of junk pushing against the frame. The pressure kept building, and the bridge finally snapped. Tried to cross when the foundation failed. This wasn't even the only bridge in China to fail that day either. About 2 hours north, in the village of Caoting, a pontoon bridge failed under immense flood pressure. Thankfully, nobody was hurt during either collapse. Nothing he could do about the mighty wind and relentless rain. Hato slammed into mainland China. They made landfall in Zhuhai, a prefecture-level city in Guangdong province. About 2.5 million people watched as 90-mile-per-hour winds sent water rushing into their streets. If it wasn't bolted down, it got blown away. Several videos emerged from Zhuhai City showing just how powerful Hato was. According to the South China Morning Post, it was the strongest storm to hit the region in over 18 years. stone's throw away from Hong Kong. Both cities experienced severe damage thanks to Typhoon Hato. Hundreds of flights were canceled, cars were up to their roofs in water, and low-lying areas were totally flooded. Flooded streets. In total, the storm caused about $6.4 billion worth of damage across southern China. Got tossed around. Those who kept their footing were able to capture some stunning footage. At least some of the locals were in good spirits. We can't imagine what we'd do if we saw our shower draining bubble up like that. Fish swam through cracks in the sidewalk. One guy got a kick out of some plastic stools blowing away. Wind speeds topped 106 miles per hour when Linfa made landfall. It also dropped about 10.6 inches of rain across southern China. Nearly 400,000 people were without power, and 56,000 others were displaced. Hundreds of homes collapsed, and the damage toll reached about $213 million. In June of 2022, Montana Lieutenant Governor Kristen Juras declared a statewide disaster due to catastrophic flooding in Yellowstone National Park. Ramon and Nicole Perez worked for the National Park Service. They'd been living in employee housing for the past 5 years. They and 4 other families couldn't believe their eyes when their home fell into the river and floated away. Near the bridge when someone spotted the Perez home. It had sunk down to the roof and almost made it under. To make matters worse, Highway 89 was completely flooded, preventing anybody from getting in or out of the town. Took shelter as 80-mile-per-hour winds whipped through their neighborhoods. One family decided to record the storm as it ripped apart the power lines outside. The families had been without power for a few days. They were only a week removed from Typhoon Goni, which destroyed thousands of homes across the Philippines. It was also responsible for tearing down the pole. Once the storm died down, repair teams drove out to fix the damage. They finally got it up and running, but Vamco had other plans. Yangon Regional Disaster Management Agency said the village was built on a landfill above a natural spring. When heavy rain falls continuously, the land becomes unstable and eventually collapses. Thankfully, nobody was injured, and local agencies took care of those who lost their homes. Ten 10,000 people in Johor have been evacuated from their homes amid heavy flooding ahead of Hari Raya celebrations. The Johor Disaster Management Committee said that about 10,763 people had been evacuated from their homes. As at 8 a.m. on March 21st, more than double the number recorded just 10 hours earlier, which stood at 5,092. The victims from 3,018 families have been sent to temporary flood relief centers in Johor Bahru, Kota Tinggi, Klang, Pontian, and Kalai.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah.
A total of 98 temporary flood relief centers have opened in the 5 affected districts as at 8 a.m. on March 21st, an increase from 79 as at 10 p.m. on March 20th. In the end, typhoons Vamco and Goni caused hundreds of millions of dollars in damage. They were among the costliest in Philippine history. It added that Johor Bahru remains the district with the highest number of flood evacuees, with 4,291 people. Followed by Klang with 2,163, Kota Tinggi with 1,762, Pontian with 1,395, and Kalai with 1,152, it said. river monitoring stations have recorded water levels at a dangerous level. These include Sungay Lenik, Sungay Kahang, Sungay Siam, Sungay Siku, Sungay Polai, Sungay Skudai, Harit Kalilan, Sungay Tyram, and Sungay Payadado. Who saw their homes and belongings damaged just 9 days before Hari Raya Eid al-Fitri. So I never imagined it would cover my entire house, she said. Ms. Nordayana, who is an accountant, said all her Hari Raya preparations, including her festive clothing and delicacies, were destroyed, with losses estimated at more than RM 10,000. 3,015 Singapore dollars. Continuous heavy rain since March 19th hit several major roads in Johor Bahru, causing massive traffic congestions. Factory worker Jeffrey Camarolzaman, 43, said he managed to save only his family's important documents. SK Kanker to Barao teacher City Aisha Baharudin, 43, said this is the first time she has seen her school cut off due to flooding. Pontian, Kluang, and Kota Tinggi. Of the 20 affected schools, 7 were converted into temporary relief centers. 2 schools were inundated, while 11 were inaccessible. Thank you for watching and subscribing to the channel.